let's talk about the feeling of urge in your sinful nature, right? Let's jump into Ephesians. What's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to the word of the day. Today, I really want to just dive into that feeling of being urged into your sin, right? So we're in Ephesians 2:3. It says, all of us used to live that way, following the passionate desires and inclinations of our sinful nature. By our very nature, we were subject to God's anger, just like everyone else. This passage is important because it compares and highlights, who we used to be before Christ and who you are now that you have the privilege of being in relationship with him. Certain things that are carnal and primal and used to plague you now have no power over you because of what Christ has done. The NLT translation says, the passionate desires and inclinations, which means an urge to fulfill our sinful nature. Like we all been there, right? When you feel that urge to jump into something that is definitely not of God, and you just want you're fighting against it. You're like, why is this on my brain? Why am I having the urge to do that? A few reasons, right? First, I feel as though you've probably been feeding and watering that side of your sinful nature for a while now, right? Now it's trying to manifest itself into sinful actions, unrighteous living, right? But because of what Christ has done, we also have the power to fight that through the Holy Spirit. The more we feed our spirit, right, he's going to eventually turn those inclinations and turn them towards the kingdom. And that's going to yield all the fruits of the Spirit, all the fruits of our spiritual discipline, right? Because we've been speaking about spiritual discipline for like the last week or so, right? But it's super important, right? Feed the Spirit. Don't feed your flesh. Then you won't have to dive into those urges. You won't feel those urges. They'll turn from urges to little tugs. And you'll feel so compelled in the Spirit that you have the ability to fight against him. Praise Jesus. That's the word of the day, y'all. I hope you feel blessed by it. Let's get into it. Same time tomorrow.